Hey, ladies and gentlemen, uh, I'm back to do a first impressions review on Windows 10 Tech Preview. I know I said I was gonna kind of, spread out my coverage over it, you know, but what I wanted to do is kind of, like I said, do a first impressions, let y'all know how I think of of Windows 10 so far. Do I like it? Do I dislike it? Would I use it again as a daily driver? Um, on this PC. So uh, I'm going to make that decision at the end of the video. But I'm gonna wait for it to boot up here, and it's a pretty good operating system. I think Windows or Microsoft listened to the fans, and I want to say Microsoft I think should have had enough common sense to not get rid of that start button, the start menu. I mean, I think they should have had enough. I mean, I know they was trying to bring change to the modern world to kind of fit the modern world. I know what they were trying to do, and I applaud that. Personally, I never had a problem with it, but the mass majority did. So that means that the mass majority preferred the start menu over the start screen. So while me as an individual had no problem with Windows 8, the mass majority did, and that didn't vote well for Microsoft. So now that we have the start menu back, it's been getting reviews and stuff. I mean, not rave reviews or anything like that. But as you can see, this is what you get here with Windows 10 Tech Preview. You get your start menu back alongside with your start apps. So if you still like the start screen apps, but you still wanted the desktop, now you get the best of both worlds. You get the start menu and start screen in one functionality. And if you really wanted those start apps to kind of work alongside with desktop apps, you also get that. So it's a really good, really good. I think Microsoft really did a good job. Personally, I think with Windows 10, and of course, everybody knows that this is a technical preview. So you know what that means. That means that not every single feature introduced with the operating system is not going to be here. It probably won't be here until next year. Of course, it's a technical preview, so that means that it's going to have performance issues, bugs, and stuff like that. Now, personally, for me, I haven't had performance issues with it, and some of y'all may find that hard to believe. Some of y'all may take my word for it, but I have not had any type of performance issues running Windows 10. Like, no performance issues whatsoever. Uh, it's been working, you know, pretty snappy for me personally. I like how it performs. It performs well. It's really fast, very fluid. Opening up apps has been pretty much, what you would expect out of modern day computers and modern day operating systems. So you get performance with Windows 10, and I can definitely see that there has been some type of performance tweaks with there has been some performance tweaks with Windows 10. I can definitely see it, so it's there. Um, and I like that. So if you go to search and go to, I guess I'd have to type something now. Let's type Ebola. All right, Ebola, and it opens up the Bing search results, instantaneous. You know, this is now there is one thing I kind of don't like about Windows 10, considering that it is a technical preview, is that my preferred uh, antivirus software does not work. Avast does not work on the technical preview. So I don't know if that's with all major security apps or if that's just Avast, but I don't know. But the only thing I'm really using right now for security is Windows Defender. So if anyone knows of how to kind of bypass the whole compatibility issue and be able to use Avast or anything like that or any other type of security, then hit up the comment areas. But the only thing I've really been able to come across right now is Windows Defender. I do have CCleaner on here, as you can see. I do have CCleaner and stuff like that. I'm going to use some of Windows' built-in features to kind of help clean up the hard drive and all that stuff. But you can see here, things just work, And I go ahead and load up a couple of apps here. Now, some of these apps do suffer from compatibility issues. If you, for example, if I open up PlayStation 4 News, you'll see that if anyone had this app downloaded on their computer, you would know how it's supposed to look. But this is how it looks. Now, if I go ahead and put it in full screen mode, it adjusts the way it should. And as you can see, this is how it's supposed to look. So if you actually minimize some of the start apps, it will look kind of weird like this right here. So be mindful of that. Alright. So yeah, I just want to do a brief first impressions on it. Like I said, it works very well. I have had no issues. I'm telling you, I've had no issues with Windows 10 Technical Preview at all. It has not performed slowly. It has not choked on me. I haven't had to reboot anything. I haven't had to reinstall Windows 10. I haven't had to do anything. I did that installation video with y'all on YouTube. And that was the first and last time I had to do anything with the disk. I installed it, and ever since then it's been performing flawlessly. So I have not had any issues. I know there probably will be, because this is a technical preview, of course. So I'm pretty sure there'll be some hiccups here and there, but I'm kind of seeing it now. The apps usually load faster, but it's performing slightly slower. But other than that, it's performing pretty well for me personally. And as you can see, things just load fast, not as fast as it normally is. And if I go ahead and open up a desktop app here, now some of y'all may think this is fast, but not fast as it usually is. But it's a pretty cool operating system. Windows 10, I think Microsoft really kind of hit it home here, especially with the start menu, bringing that back. And like I said, it's a pretty good operating system. I can't really say nothing really bad about it. I do recommend that Microsoft add that, add into the multiple desktops functionality down here at the bottom. So if you come down here and click on it, see here you have the ability to add a desktop. I wish that you can be able to name a desktop, so that I went on here and created a new one. I want to be able to name each desktop. So if I wanted to name this one right here work, then I should be able to name that work. Or if I wanted to name this desktop right here play, I think I should be able to name it play. So you see what I'm saying? I should be able to give it a name and give it some sort of security. So you use one physical machine as your your do-it-all machine. You do your playtime and your work on that particular machine. Then I think it should be able to have some security with desktop. But that's just a personal feature that I would probably want to have on here. It's not something that I don't think a lot of people probably want in this type of functionality, but I just think that would be a pretty good feature to have, be able to kind of name each desktop that you have so you can kind of differentiate what you have running. But this is just my little brief first impressions on Windows 10 Tech Preview. Like I said, it's a good operating system. For it to be a technical preview, it performs pretty well, very well. Like I said, I've had no performance issues or performance hiccups with Windows 10 Technical Preview. Apps perform fast. The features work flawlessly. The start button works flawlessly. Updates, all of that stuff go by, swell. So I like it. So I will be back to do more coverage on Windows 10 Technical Preview as they update the software. So once they start updating the software, then I'll be back. But I will keep coverage on Windows 10 Technical Preview. Please rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel for future Windows 10 videos as well as other future videos. Have a good afternoon, good evening, and see y'all next time.